Hello guys, I'm Cole, and today I'm going to highlight a very cool CT play Fnatic ran against Titan at Dreamhack Open Summer about a week ago, which was possibly a direct counterplay to Titan's default spacing. So to give you a feel for Titan's default, here it is against Envious at ESL Pro League Winter Finals just a few months ago, and now against Navi in the grand final of that tournament, again versus Navi, and again where they've shifted RPK towards mid, once more from that same game, but primarily what we're looking for is the consistency of two players in B halls. Here it is a few times against Virtus Pro about a month later at Gfinity Spring Masters 2. So you have a great idea of how Titan's default begins, and Fnatic, being the CT playmakers they are, look to exploit this even without an op in JW or Olaf's hands, as would normally be the case. So I'm going to pause it as we move into the round so we can consider what exactly Fnatic is doing and why they believe it's in their interest to make this play. First, you have Crims leading out, maybe the best close to mid-range rifler in the game, biting up the stairs in what can only be close to mid-range fights. You also have JW in underpass, baiting slightly but ready to join in any skirmishes, and Pronax quickly pushing in from apartments, likely not committing himself until there is significant attention on stairs, but also ready to be part of this engagement. And finally, Flesha is supporting in the mid, just kind of shoulder peeking, checking for any op or peek, and able to support his teammates exiting underpass with some nades. So altogether we have Fnatic making a 3-man play on B halls into what is very likely to be 2 Titan players running their default. However, even if they guess wrong and it's not their default, and say Titan are running a strat where 5 guys are going B halls on first gun round, consider holding either site, let's say A in this example, where you get to have 3 connected players in that site while it gets attacked. That would generally be considered a great read by the defensive team with very good odds of holding it or leaving their teammates with a winnable round. But instead of playing passive and hoping Titan attack their strong side defense, Fnatic is actually creating that situation and likely doing it against far less than Titan's full force. They get to fight on their terms and create unnatural fights for the Ts, who are almost definitely less comfortable facing this type of 3-man push as opposed to standard entry fights. And finally, even if things go wrong, you're still left with positives. 1, you have an early call for your teammates and likely earn more information than the enemy team at this time, and 2, you don't actually concede a site by losing any of these fights. And if they chose to go B here, Flusha could just as quickly rotate into kitchen and stop that push or make a play on that push. So all in all, I think there are far too many positive factors to make this a bad play for Fnatic in a large sample, and this was a great read by them and very cool to see it executed so cleanly in this tournament.